Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel and the B-Main Bandits Racing League Spring 2024 Season Preview for the Topless Tuesday 4-Crown. Week number 1 is going to take us to Peevely, Missouri to the Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. The 1/3 mile high-banked oval will be graced by the Mighty Midgets for the first race of the season. As with all of our Dirt Series events, we will be running a full format with practice qualifying heat races and the 30-lap A-Main, as will be standard with the midgets and the sprint cars this season. Once this racetrack slicks off and gets wide, it gets really exciting with these little cars. Definitely going to be a great way to start the season off with a bang. Our first asphalt stop of the season is going to take us to the Mecca of Motorsports, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, on the 1.5 mile NASCAR oval, with the odd-looking and rarely used Silver Crown machines going to go do battle for 30 laps around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. These cars are highly aero-dependent and nearly flat out around this racetrack. It will be like a plate race and very exciting to watch. Our first stop of week number 2 is going to take us to the University of Northern Ohio and the Lima Land Motorsports Park for the first appearance by our non-wing 360 sprint cars. This quick quarter mile never disappoints. Turns into Slide Job City after about lap 15 and gets really exciting from there. For the second race in week number 2, we're going to make a quick puddle jump over to Indianapolis to the Lucas Oil Raceway at IRP for the asphalt sprint cars' first appearance of the season. The 5/8 mile paved oval at IRP is a staple with the USAC Racing League in real life, as well as a driver favorite for the really high speeds and technical low banked corners. First stop in week number 3 is going to take us back to the Carolinas, more specifically to the Rock, Rockingham, North Carolina. The 1 mile D-shaped oval will play host to round 2 for the Silver Crown Series. High banks, rough surface, and really long straightaways will make the racing very exciting, especially when we get 2 or 3 wide in these machines. Second stop of week number 3 is going to take us to the land of Lincoln to the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. An exciting quarter-mile racetrack where you can ride the cushion up top, try to tiptoe the tires around the bottom, or throw absolute haymaker slide jobs all the way across the racetrack. These midgets are definitely going to be very, very exciting to see on this bull ring. First race in week number 4 is going to take us to the Peach State of Georgia for the right foot patience test that is the Lanier National Speedway with the asphalt sprint cars. A track that's 2/3 corner and basically the throttle like a light switch on the straightaways. It's going to take a lot of strategy to try to be fast and survive the 55-lap main event. Second stop in week number 4 is going to bring us to the first of our kicker races, as we like to call them. The non-wing 360 sprint cars at the Weedsport Speedway in New York. Weedsport is a very awkwardly shaped 3/8 mile dirt oval with an even stranger racing line, which will account for some very odd track wear. And it's going to take a unique combination of aggressiveness and finesse to be fast at this track. What a difference a week can make. First stop of week number 5 is going to be back to the Lanier National Speedway in Georgia, this time with the clay surface and the midgets gracing it once again. This put on arguably one of the best races we had in our 2023 fall season, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Midgets will be back at Lanier. Our second race in week number 5 will be the third appearance by our Silver Crown machines on the pavement, or in this case I should say concrete. The all-concrete 24-degree banked Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware, site of our next Silver Crown event, handpicked by our broadcaster Eddie Jones. I'm excited to see how this one will play out. Stop number 1 in week number 6 is going to take us to the Diamond of Dirt tracks, the Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri, for another round of non-wing 360 sprint car action. This is another track carried over from our fall season, put on arguably the best 360 race we had all year, and the old adage of if it ain't broke, don't fix it applies here as well. This racetrack can get really wide, multiple grooves, makes for some really exciting racing. Stop number 2, week number 6, the second of our kicker races, asphalt sprint cars on the correct version of Phoenix International Raceway. The 1 mile with the dog leg on the back straightaway, speeds over 165 miles an hour in these cars going into turn 3, and it is going to be spectacular. Moving on, stop 1, week 7 is going to take us back to the cornfields of Newton, Iowa, the 7/8 mile Iowa Speedway with the Silver Crown cars. This was the site of our favorite race in the fall season with the asphalt sprint cars. Going to try it again with a little more aero-dependent and more stable machines this time around. This is going to be our Silver Crown kicker race, being the only race on a track shorter than 1 mile in length. While we're on the topic of kicker races, the second stop of week number 7 is going to be the midget kicker at the Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. Midgets generally compete on tracks quarter mile in length, sometimes shorter, so we're going to go double the distance with the little cars and see how it pans out for us. First stop in week number 8 is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most on the pavement side, the asphalt sprint cars at the world's fastest quarter mile, the Slinger Speedway. As you ride along here, you see sub 10-second lap times in these machines. Only scheduled to go 55 laps, accounting for the cautions we're probably going to have, but it is going to be a great time regardless. Going from the world's fastest quarter mile to the Speed Palace, Port Royal Speedway in Port Royal, Pennsylvania with the non-wing 360 sprint cars. Another track, multiple grooves of racing. You can tiptoe right around the inside wall, or you can absolutely stand on it on the cushion on the high side. Makes for a lot of great racing. Week number 9 is going to be our Asphalt Series finale, going out west to... No, I wouldn't do that to you or myself. In reality, we're going to the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, to the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway with the asphalt sprint cars on week number 9, race 1. The half-mile Fairgrounds Oval is a staple in NASCAR history, and it's a ton of fun in these open-wheel machines. We're going to go 50 laps to crown a champion in the sprint cars. After we crown our asphalt sprint car champion at the fairgrounds, we're going to go across town to Lebanon, Tennessee, in the Silver Crown cars at the Nashville Super Speedway, the 1.3 mile all concrete surface. We're going to go head to head for 40 laps to see who reigns supreme in the aero-dependent big track cars. Week number 10 is going to be our Dirt Series finale right across the street from where our asphalt season began, the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Midgets will take to the track first at 6:45 p.m. Central Time on April 2nd. Just as it has been all season long, 30 laps will decide who's the king of the 800-pound, 400-horsepower monsters we call the Midgets. Immediately following the midget session at 8 p.m. Central, the non-wing 360 sprint cars will take to the track at Charlotte for the final event of the spring 2024 Topless Tuesday 4 Crown season. Following this event, all of our champions will have been decided, as well as the total tally to see who takes home the 4 crown. And of course, just like last season, Eddie Jones at Warlord Gaming will be broadcasting all of our races. If you feel like you'd be interested in joining this race series, find us the B-Main Bandits Racing League, League ID 7114 on iRacing. My name is Andrew Thornton. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you on Tuesday nights with us in the B-Main Bandits Racing League.